Hello, everyone. Today I am reviewing some mezcals, well, legally agave spirits from Cinco Sentidos, one of my favorite producers. One of the cool things that Cinco Sentidos does is every so often they come out with a Mixteca Collection. This is the most recent one. It is the edition 4, and I bought all of them, and we're going to review them today. So, now I'm going to do 2 flights of this, and the reason is because these bottles are terrifying. I feel like if I try to fit all of them on the table plus glasses, I will just like elbow one off and we'll have a huge mess. So, 2 flights of this, which works out well because there's 2 different sets of producers. These 2 over here are, oh God, what are the names? From Atelo Ramirez and Laura Arriaga. Mezclero couple. And these 3 are from Delfino Tobón Mejia, who I think I've reviewed some Delfino before. I feel like I have. But in any case, let's get this done. I'm going to put these, down here for now. And we'll get started with these 2 glasses. Now, no, you know what? I don't like that glass. Let's use this. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so Mixteca region is home of the indigenous Mixtec people, and it is broadly in the west of Oaxaca, kind of edging into the neighboring states of Puebla and Guerrero. And they make some really cool mezcal there. I'm kind of rushing this because I was caught in traffic getting home from the grocery store, and I have to pick up a 6-year-old in a minute. So we're going to speed run this a little bit. This is Atelo Ramirez, both of these, and Laura Arriaga. And they have distilled this in, both of these are in a hybrid still made of galvanized steel, clay, and copper. I'll put further information down below. We're going to go up in order of ABV. We have a Papalome to start out with, and an Azul as the second one. Let's get started. Starting out with the Papalome. Ooh. 45.8% alcohol on this. A very, very lime-driven, but also just a ton of flowers on this. Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, so you're getting like Persian limes. You're also getting some key limes, and just like you went to a florist and just pulled the whole stuff out with like dirt and all. Very grungy. There's a little bit of soap in here too, but nice soap, like high end expensive soap. God, there's some green elements to this too. Clovers, a little basil. Fun. There's more and more dirt in this the more I nose it. There's a subtle like hardwood smoke thing to this too. What is that? Hard to nail down. And like a candied aspect. What is that? Like dirty gumdrops. Something like that. Really, really interesting. Again, it's really the lime and the flowers that is driving this, but lots of fun stuff going on here on the palate. Oh. This is very good. This is a very good mezcal. Lots of different little things going on. Initially, when it hit my palate, I thought, oh, this is a flower bomb. Because there's a big old burst of flowers and a little potpourri, like stemmy, dirty flowers. But then, like, the lime takes over, and it's like really like sour lime. Sorry, let me make sure this is not an emergency. Okay. Not an emergency, but I will put my phone down there in case I need it. Oh, that's pretty. Some cinnamon with the lime, white pepper, a little bit of fennel, dirt but nice, some expensive topsoil. That kind of gumdrops thing again, but still very floral. I mean, it's just doing a lot of the things that is fun about agave spirits. Period. A little more of that hardwood smoke thing. It's really only coming out after the finish has been settling for a second, but it's there. A little bit of almost a mango, like a baked mango thing. It's certainly got presence on the palate. Just really, comes right on in and sits his butt down and does not go away in the best possible sense. All right, let's give this some water. We'll come back to it because I'm curious to try the Azul. Okay. Same still, I believe. Yes. Shyer on the nose. A little bit more bright. I mean, that sounds silly given how limey the last one was, but yeah, flowers. It's going to sound crazy, but imagine like a tamarind eau de vie with like a floral infusion, and that's kind of what this smells like. Come on. Much quieter on the nose. A little bit of like a toasted lemon peel thing. I'm sorry, I should be talking right now, but there's really not a whole lot else coming out. It's much quieter on the nose than the Papalome. I'm gonna forget all these names. A little bit more fruit, some mango in this too. A touch of white pepper. Lime coming through now. Almost a darker lime, like toasted lime here too. Some orange. Okay, so very citrusy but floral. I don't know about this one. On the palate. Ooh. This one is really, really flower driven, in a good way. So I'm a flower guy. I really like it when I get flowers on spirits. That said, I've had a couple of agave spirits where, I will taste it and I will get flowers right away and I'll say, uh-oh, because they can kind of get out of control. They can get kind of borderline soapy. This is not. This is very, very floral, but it's all in balance. It's all in control. We're also bringing that citrus I was also getting on the nose. Toasted lime, toasted lemon, a little bit of orange peel. There's some rocks on this. There's some minerality, which I wasn't getting on the other one. Yeah. Like grungy rocks. Roadside gravel that has flowers growing all around it. That kind of eau de vie of tamarind thing again. Interesting. Also very serious mouth presence. I'm not sure if it's beating the Papalome, but this, on the finish, this does not let go. It really, really hangs in there for a long time. And that is generally a sign of very high quality. So let's give this some water. We'll come back to it. Oh, I'm sorry. This was 46.8%. And back to the Papalome. Let's see what water did. Well, now this one's pretty bright too. Getting a little bit of almost a dried tomato thing now. Yeah, so it's we're still very much on lime, and I'm enjoying that lime and flowers. But yeah, what the hell is that? No, it's not dried tomato. It's barbecue sauce, like inexpensive. It is one of the fast food barbecue sauces, not McDonald's. It might be Wendy's. I can't remember. But one of those. It's fast food barbecue sauce. In a good way. But also very floral and limey. And now I'm getting some rocks too, actually. And that hardwood smoke thing is still there. The dirt. I like this. On the palate. Really fabulous stuff. I mean, glorious agave. Does not taste like what you expect from mainline Oaxacan mezcal that you find from the big brands, and that's the joy of exploring stuff like this. My neighbors are having a party upstairs. I can hear them. Whatever. The show must go on. Yeah, cinnamony, spicy black pepper, grungy floral lime, including the sour. There is a little, like a bright sour thing going through this, which I really like. What are they doing up there? The finish is tremendous. The texture, I mean, it's not like completely dominating my mouth. I feel like I've got some room to breathe in there. It's not so commanding, but it's pretty serious. And the finish, I am still tasting it now. It feels like if I went over to the other end of the house and walked back, I would still be tasting it. 89 or 90, whatever am I at with this? The sour is putting me over. Anytime you get sours in a spirit, I'm always just going to love it that little bit more. I'm calling this a 90. This is 90 points. 90 points for the Collection Mixteca Papalome. Fabulous stuff. Let's see what we got here. Class 2. Azul. Again, it's just, I like what this is doing. I don't think it's in the same class as the Papalome, but it's hard not to be charmed. Flowers, citrusy stuff. Yeah, it is more minerally, though. Much more like wet rocks, wet gravel, kind of coming out of this one. Floral. Nice. Also very good on the palate. It's behind, but it's not that far behind. Much more driven by flowers. Very, very floral all over the palate. If you don't like flowers, you might have some trouble with this. I mean, for me though, we're not even getting close to the line here. It's just floral without me even having to question, is there too much floral? It's very peppery. Has like a nice numbing Szechuan spice thing to it. Mixed citrus stuff, but like burned citrus stuff. It's just a good flowers and citrus driven mezcal with also a lot of minerality to it. That's kind of what you're getting here. Score wise, I don't think I can go crazy with this. I'll call this an 88. This is an 88 point mezcal. It is very good. But between these two, Papalome. All right, and that is flight number 1. So we shall put these bottles and these glasses over here. And we're going to reset everything. We're going to reset for flight number 2, the Delfinos. All right, what order should these go in? That's the 45 one. Yeah, I'm just going to pour this. This is Azul y Papalome. So we're getting the first two agaves again, but different distiller. Which is next? 46.7. Yes. Bizora. Glug, glug, glug. How am I doing on time? Okay. Doing okay. Doing fine. This is... All right, the first one is 45.1. The Bizora is 46.7. Try to get these kind of lined up. And then a Blanco, which I think is it's like a super duper huge agave, apparently, that doesn't get distilled very often. So I'm very excited to try this. Blanco, 47.2%. Jesus. Good Lord. Okay. That's going to be fun. Okay. And that is your lineup. Now this is Delfino Tobón Mejia. I'm not sure. And he is distilling these things also in a hybrid still, but this is a 3-plate copper alembic, so partial continuous. All right, let's get going. Let's move these over just a hair, because I'm very paranoid about these bottles. All right, starting with the Azul y Papalome. Maybe it's my brain tricking me, but it does smell a little bit like a halfway point between the previous two mezcals. Yeah, so lots of flowers, mixed wildflowers, touch of potpourri in there as well. But also a lot of lime, some toasted orange peel. Also getting that barbecue sauce thing. No. It's this is actually like smoky barbecue sauce, like barbecue sauce that has a little bit of that like liquid smoke thing in it, but nice. Couple of whetstones. Certainly like some light herbs in there. Maybe some like parsley and oregano. And maybe some potting peat. Very pretty. Maybe like there's some more fruit on this that is not citrus, but it's hard to put down. It's like a mash of different tropical fruit. Maybe you mashed up some mango with some kiwi or something. Something like that. Let's see what we got on the palate. I'm going to like all of these, aren't I? This is also very good. This is delicious. This is crushable mezcal, which is the most dangerous category of mezcal. Coming from a wine nerd, you would think that the most dangerous Burgundies whites and red burgundies would be the ones that are profound and life-changing and delicate and complex and require a great deal of thinking. No. The most dangerous burgundies are the ones that cost like 200 plus bucks, are from some, Primer Crew vineyard you don't even know where it is, and it is super duper crushable. You could just chug the bottle without noticing. That is kind of where we're the vibe on this. Super duper crushable, weird mezcal. Very similar on the notes, though. Floral, but not as floral as the first two. Just some kind of mixed wildflowers kind of thrown in there. A little bit of old dirt. There is citrus in there. I'm getting some lime. I'm getting some citrus. Peel. Lemon peel. Maybe some orange peel. But really, it's that mash of tropical fruit that is kind of ruling the roost on the palate. And it's just really yummy, though. It's like... But it's hard to disentangle. There's some papaya. There's some mango. Tamarind. Lots of dirt. Ooh. And a little twinge of nice hand soap on the back end. Like just pops up in the finish. It's not a flaw. It's just part of the fun. I mean, I'm just drinking this. There's a little bit of like a pu'er tea element to this. Not nice pu'er tea, like pretty basic pu'er tea, but I'm fine with that. Just delicious. I mean, there's just some spicy stuff, fruity stuff. It's juicy, but there's also some florals playing around. This one has a little bit of everything. I'm super duper enjoying this. I'm gonna give it some water. Try not to drown it. And we'll come back. Let's see what it's got. We are moving on to the what is this? Pizora. Which is wild harvested. Whatever. Let's just see how it is. I will put information down there because I don't have time to check on it now. Very different. Much more austere on the nose with this one. It smells like... Jeez, what is that? Like I just laid my head down in like an herb bed, and then maybe someone poured some fruity fermenting like cleaning fluid on me. That's sort of what this is. There's a grunge factor here. So yeah, the basis of this is you're sticking your head in into some garden herbs, mixed garden herbs. And there's some dirt elements to this too, a couple of rocks. But then there is like this sour fermentary thing. Jesus, what is that? Like compost fruit, but there's a cleaning product thing in there at the same time. Not Fabuloso, something else. Because it's floral, but it's like cleaning product floral as opposed to actual flowers. But I'm not mad about it. I'm kind of enjoying this. Hand this to a normal, and they will probably think it is not something you should be drinking. I'm kind of excited on the palate. This one is not crushable. This one is on the more serious, thinky end of things. But it's also very good. Jesus, what am I tasting? Yeah, it's fruity compost with a good dose of industrial waste, but nice. Meets garden herbs and topsoil and a couple of rocks thrown in there. Meets a little bit of like, geez, what am I tasting? Bergamot peel. This is all sounding got a little bit gross. It isn't really. It's just it's it's very fermentary. Yeah, there's a cleaning product thing. What is that? Like fruity floral cleaning product, but nice. All this sounds very gross, but it's actually quite pleasant. But it's not something that's begging you to take another sip. Let's put it that way. It's more. I'm engaged on an intellectual level, maybe just a hair more than on a, like a hedonistic, enjoyable level. Really funky. Really just tastes gross and weird in a good way. That's the best I can do with this. This is a tough one. I feel like this is above my pay grade. I don't know if I can describe this one well. We're gonna give it some water. I like it. If this, when I add water, comes out with like a candied element, if we up the sweet factor just a little bit, this is going to be a total winner, because I feel like it's just the seriousness of it that's really my only question. Let's put it that way. And now the Blanco. Let me read a little bit about this. Delfino colloquially refers to these massive plants as Blanco, and this batch was his first attempt at fermenting and distilling this species on his own. And I don't know if you can tell, but the picture on this is him with an absolutely gigantic agave. Yeah, looks fun. Well, let's see what we got here. I did catch a whiff of this. I'm a little excited. This is 47.2% ABV. At first I thought I was smelling like vanilla heavy hot chocolate. And then I stuck my head in further, and now I'm getting like dirt covered lemon bars. This is fun. I mean, there's a reason why I constantly are telling y'all that agave is to some extent the final frontier of distilled spirits, so far as I'm aware. Because it's just long natural fermentation and followed by distillation in a copper still with some plates. That's all this is, and it's bonkers. Oh yeah, this is one of those spirits where I get different things depending on where I'm putting my nose. It's not as common as you would think. Yeah, on the top, hot chocolate and vanilla. As you get your nose further in, dirty lemon bars, rocks, dirt, black pepper, tea leaves. No, but there's still hot chocolate in there. Cinnamon sticks. Really, really fun, wild stuff. Wild stuff. There's a little bit of like a junior mints element to this too. Some like dust, dry dust. Like, out west in the plains, dust blowing around, that kind of thing. This is probably the least floral of the things that I've tasted today. I'm really excited to try this wild nose on the palate. Oh. Whew. It's the man's first time distilling this particular agave, and I am here to tell him it was successful. Jesus. It's not often that I have a agave spirit, any kind of spirit, that is at the same time so pillowy wide in terms of how it hits the mouth, and at the same time just laser sharp, because there's a laser sharp, bright attack of rocky, minerally lemon juice on the middle of this. Oh, lemon lime juice. I'm sorry, sour mix. Bright, rocky, minerally sour mix on the middle of the palate, but then surrounding it, you're getting like rustic chocolate, mint and basil, dirt but nice. Touches of vanilla. Some mango coming out. Damn, this is good stuff. This might beat the Papalome from the first flight. Big boy, white pepper, cinnamon, cardamom. Geez, this has some mouth presence, and it's just doing lots of different things. Again, I'm weak for sours. You put sours in a spirit, and I'm going to be happy. This is delivering the sour mix, and I'm happy about that. Let's give this some water, and we'll come back to it. Like a squirt and change. Let's do that. Like 2 more drops, 3 more drops. Jesus, there's some good ass spirits in the room today. All right, it is getting dark outside, and I have about 20 minutes before I gotta go. Let's wrap this up. Back to the Azul Papalome. This was the hedonistic one. On the nose. That's interesting. This one actually gets a little bit more austere with water. Yeah, we're bringing out a little bit more of a cleaning product kind of aroma. Like we're making little nods towards the second glass. A little more cleaning product-y, but still absolutely bringing the lime, the flowers, the rocks. Okay. Maybe a hair bit more lean with the addition of water. Let's see what happens on the palate. I think I liked it better before. Hold on. Sometimes you gotta do the dirty work. Yeah, I like this better before. Oh, God, that's good. With water, it becomes a little bit more lean, a little bit more austere. And I don't think that's bad, but that mash of tropical fruit from before is so much fun that it feels painful to lose it a little bit. It's replaced with a little bit of a pleasant, nice cleaning product, like nice soap. It's still very fruity. It's just more like half-ripe fruit. a little bit more, a little bit more unfriendly. I don't want to knock this too much. One more time. One more time. I will call this an 89 minus with a heart eyes emoji. 9 minus heart eyes emoji. Okay. Because this is absolutely delicious, so it deserves the heart eyes emoji. And it's an 89 because it's very good, but it gets the minus because it doesn't seem like water that much. So, let's see if the others have the same problem. Moving on to the, what is this again? Pizarra. On the nose. Yeah, still very austere. Nose is about the same as where it was. Yeah, austere, herbal, slightly floral lemon product. Yeah, okay, on the palate. Okay, this one steps out of the water. Wow. One more time. Yeah, water just makes this more full. And, geez. It really feels like I'm drinking something I shouldn't be drinking. Like the industrial waste, like fermenting fruit thing on this. Plus the minerality, which cannot be denied. It's all a little scary, but with water, it kind of comes together. It doesn't sweeten up. That's kind of what I was hoping for, but it really kind of firms up and just becomes a little bit of a juggernaut on the palate. This is nice. I think that, this will probably, unless the Blanco kind of falls apart with water, this will probably be my least favorite of the flight. Maybe the least favorite of this video, but I like this a lot. It's austere, but give it some water, and man, this just covers your palate with weird stuff. It's weird stuff, but it's lovable stuff. It's like the Toxic Avenger. It's like weird and like an accident of beyond nature, and it's probably not good for your health, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of, you kind of like it. 87 plus. 87 plus for this. Let's move on. This is the Blanco again. That trick will never get old. Hot chocolate, hot chocolate, hot chocolate. Lemon bars, dirty lemon bars. Not much change with water. I mean, it still smells like, well, different things depending on where you put your nose. But vanilla heavy hot chocolate leaning into dirty, grungy lemon bars. Yeah, kind of smells the same. There's a little bit of a pool water thing now, actually. Maybe it was there before and I just didn't notice. Oh well, on the palate. Here we go. Oh. This is, again, this is the man's first time distilling this agave, and it's fabulous. Jesus. The sours in the middle are wonderful. Just like the overdose of sour mix is terrific, but it's also like there's rocks and stuff along the sides. Chocolate, herbs, flowers. I like this. A little bit of orange coming out now, a little bit of like a tangerine thing. This is righteous. Is it as good as the Papalome? I think it is, actually. I think this is a 90. I really do. 90 points for this Delfino Blanco. And yeah, that is your video. So, how do these things fare? The last place winner is this Pizzora, which is a lot of fun, especially when you add water. It's very weird and funky and just like fermentary and like toxic wasty, but I like it. 87 plus. Do not forget to add water. It likes it. And then, kind of stepping up from that, it is the Azul from Ramirez and Arriaga. 88 points. Very flower-driven, but very, very good. I like this a lot. And that goes over there. Next up, 89 minus with a heart eyes smiley emoji. The Azul y Papalome from Delfino. It doesn't seem to like water that much, but the important thing is, god damn, is this crunchy. Crushable. This is something to bring to a tasting and then bring home an empty bottle. That's what this is. Fabulous stuff. 89 heart eyes emoji. And then your two winners, both with 90 points. Here you go. You got the Ramirez Arriaga Papalome, which is just a little bit of everything, honestly. It's limey, it's floral, it's herbal, it's grungy, it's earthy, it's a lot of things. And then this Blanco, which is also a lot of things, but in a different way. It's, an attack of sour mix with a bunch of other stuff happening on the side of your palate. Both 90 points. I like them both. And yeah, that is the video. I'm going to go have a big old glass of water and then go pick up a 6-year-old. Thanks for watching and cheers.